Hello guys, welcome to another vlog on the channel. I'm currently on Whitegate Drive and I am heading towards Blackpool Airport. Just thought I'd show you around Blackpool Airport, Lytham Road, and then go on to Squires Gate and then up the promenade and then home. I'm going to be out for a good few hours. Currently at the end of Whitegate Drive and we're going to go on to up to the airport. So I'll see you in a bit. So we're currently on Waterloo Road, the top end of Waterloo Road. So this road will lead us all the way to the promenade, but we're just going down to where the roundabout is and then we're turning onto Lytham Road, going towards the airport and then onto Squires Gate and then back onto the promenade. Not really many shops down here guys, just a nice few houses down here. Very quiet. This is the quiet end of Waterloo Road. There's not too much happening up this end. It's quite alright. But then when you get down to the other side, it can be a bit crazy down there. There's obviously a few shops and stuff like happening down there. There's Blackpool's Express Chemist. So yeah. And obviously you can turn at the lights here. I don't know where that takes you, but I'm sure that way takes you back to the promenade. Waterloo Medical Centre there. So yeah, that'd be your nearest doctors as if you were living down Waterloo Road. It's a nice quiet evening really. So you got Carl Smith car sales there on Waterloo Road. Coming up to where Farm Foods and that is, it used to be Aldi. And then you got the train station, so I'll cross over. Bit of history over here as well, the old ambulance place. So yeah, that's Carl Smith car sales. Nice, like, just vans and they just sell vans and stuff. But this place over here, the old ambulance place that was demolished late last year or something like that. I think they've I'm not sure what they've built in return. You got the nice little pub there as well. That's a nice little pub. Been in there once or twice. Quite nice in there. You got the Flame Walk over there as well. Nice little takeaway. So yeah, they used to have the old ambulance place and they built a new ambulance place. So if you remember, they did a demolition not so long ago of the old ambulance place, and then I think this is new. It looks new anyways. So anyone knows if this is new or am I just looking in the wrong place or whatnot? No, it is definitely an ambulance place because there's actually an ambulance coming in there. You've got the range there as well. Nice little shop. So yeah, you got the range at the back of there, which is it's just a similar shop to like Home Bargains and Pound Shop, and a bit more up price stuff and a bit more quality stuff. But yeah, that's where it is. And then you got the park over here. You walk through there, that takes you to Bloomfield Road, which where I am on Saturday. Can't wait. Blackpool versus Bolton, derby day. Well, it's not really a derby because obviously it's not that close really. It's not even classed as a Lancashire derby because obviously it's Greater Manchester, but there is a fierce rivalry for various reasons. Blackpool don't like Bolton, Bolton don't like Blackpool for very various reasons. A couple of years ago a young fan died, or I don't know if it's a young fan, but I know a fan died a couple of years ago that got killed by a Bolton fan, and ever since then there's been that fierce rivalry between Blackpool and Bolton. Don't really know the ins and outs because obviously I weren't watching Blackpool games back then, but I just what someone told me at the match once, the reason why there's quite a fierce rivalry between them. So, yeah. And then we're going up the bridge we've got the train station here as well, which I'll show you. Farm foods here as well, which used to be Aldi. So we thought Farm Foods, this used to actually be Aldi. It's quite good, quite a good grocery store, Farm Foods. So it's not a bad place to shop. You got the Blackpool Tower there in the background. You got the tennis courts there for kids to play, football and basketball and stuff. And you got the train coming in as well. Good timing. So this is Blackpool South Station. This is if you need to get to Lytham, St Anne's and places like that, this is the one you would get, because obviously North doesn't go to St Anne's or Lytham or anywhere like that. It goes to Poulton the Fylde, but there's a few other stops. You know, Squires Gate, Pleasure Beach. So yeah, if you was wanting to get to Pleasure Beach, you'd get this train from Preston all the way to a stop at Pleasure Beach, or you can just get it to Blackpool South and then walk down Lytham Road and take the Pleasure Beach as well. So yeah, so this is the bottom end of Waterloo Road. You've got a Pizza Hut delivery here. You've also got a boxing place as well. There's the train station. So yeah, normally when I do my white collar boxing, which I'm going to be doing end of this year hopefully, for charity, that's where they used to train. I'm not sure if they still train there, but basically up there, that's where they train. But I think it might have been moved to somewhere else now. I think it's actually been moved near where I live, actually, around the Cookston Street area. But that's where they used to train. That's where we used to go and train. It is good fun, actually. You know, it's really good fun. Yeah, so you got Pizza Hut delivery there as well. And then obviously you got the train station. Got a little furniture shop here as well. And then we're going to go on to Lytham Road, the quiet side of Lytham Road. That's the town side of Lytham Road. Can be a bit rough down there. But we're going to be turning down this way because, like I said, I'm going to the airport. So yeah, you got, and then you got Waterloo Road continues down there. It's got a roundabout here, so you would turn here. Look at that nice little bench, that. Beautiful pink bench, quite nice that. So this is the other side of Lytham Road, the quiet area, and we're going to head towards the airport. So we're just walking up the other side of Lytham Road, guys, and then take you to the traffic lights just up there, not these ones, and then we're going to turn and I'll take you a little walk up the airport area, just show you around that. Obviously you won't be able to see any planes or anything like that, but I'll just show you a little bit of the area, and then we're going to head up to Stargate and then back onto the promenade. So yeah, nice and quiet tonight. It's all, to be fair, this side of Lytham Road's always quiet. There's not really anything bad to say about this area of Lytham Road. It is quite a nice little area. You don't really see much going on. You know, all areas have their bad areas, you know what I mean? Like, but there's also some really nice areas in Blackpool to live, and this side of Lytham Road isn't too bad. And then obviously you got Watson Road. Again, I've been told that's not a bad area either, so that's Watson Road, which goes up to there as well. So yeah, that's Watson Road, and then you go back onto Lytham Road as well. So yeah, there's not much to really show you around here apart from a few bit houses and stuff. So I'll see you when we're near the end of Lytham Road. So yeah, we're just coming to the end of Lytham Road, guys. So yeah, we're just coming to the end of Lytham Road. I was going to go to the airport area, but I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I'm going to just go down Stargate and then onto the promenade and then home, because I'm feeling very peckish tonight. And plus it's like 10 o'clock now as well. But I will do the airport. I'll probably come down another time and do the airport. What I'll do is I'll come down the promenade and walk straight up, because then it's a lot easier than walking around Whitegate Drive down Lytham Road and then up. I just wanted to walk somewhere different tonight. I could have just gone down the promenade and just gone straight up, but I just thought, you know, I haven't took a long walk for ages, so I just thought, yeah, take a nice long walk. But yeah, we're coming down to the end of Lytham Road. Obviously if you turn that way, you know, it takes you up to the airport, Morrison's, Superstore. If you carry on walking up, it takes you to Cherry Tree and stuff like that. You've got B&Q up there, you've got Pound Shop, McDonald's, and then obviously you've got the airport as well. But we're going to go that way, which takes us down to Stargate. And we'll show you Squires Gate and stuff like that, because this area is pretty much Squires Gate. I'm not sure what the road's called. I think it might be Squires Lane, I'm not too sure, or Harefield Road, one of the two. I'm not too sure, I don't really know this area. I know it does lead on to Harefield Road. The Harefield Road is up there. So yeah, we're going to head down to Stargate now, guys. So yeah, this is the end of Lytham Road. You got Lidl over there. Nice little place to shop. Lidl, Aldi, no difference really. Maybe a bit difference in the price, but food is very similar. Then you got the airport up that way, which obviously is just a private airport. They don't use commercial flights anymore, even though there was rumours that they were trying to get the airport reopened. So yeah, we're going to cross the road into Squires Gate. So this is Squires Gate area. Quite a nice little area. You got Lidl here. You got Ricardo's, which is a nice takeaway, by the way. I can fucking Ricardo's, but for some reason it's not blurry. So yeah, you got obviously signs that says Lytham St Anne's is this way, which I'll show you which way you go for that. And then you got illuminations traffic, because obviously illumination starts from Stargate and goes all the way through to the promenade, all the way to Bisbam. So yeah. I'm not sure what, I think it's Squires Gate, this area, not too sure. So yeah, that's Westgate Road. So yeah, that's Westgate Road. And you've got a valeting centre, which is basically a hand wash car wash. Some nice properties here. You know what I mean? Some of them are quite nice. In fact, I've seen this, that some of these are up for rent. There's a few up for rent, as I've inquired about one. Quite a nice little block of flats, aren't they? You know, lovely. Like I said, this area here is quite nice. Got stairs. I'm assuming they've got a lift as well. So yeah, these houses are really nice. You've got Paul James Furniture Centre. It's got some more properties down there. I'm not sure what the road's called. So that's Bridgeside Road, which is just behind Squires Gate train station. Then you got obviously the sign for Lytham St Anne's tourist attractions, Sandcastle Water Park, and obviously the amazing Pleasure Beach. But I'm sure it's not called Pleasure Beach anymore. It's called I don't even know. Is it like Blackpool Pleasure Beach? I don't really know. I'm sure they changed the name last year to something else, from Pleasure Beach to something else. But yeah, this takes you to Pleasure Beach and Sandcastle and places like that. So yeah, this is Squires Gate train station. So we're coming up to Squires Gate train station, guys. You've got Lytham St Anne's, which you would turn that way for, which I'll show you. Then you've got obviously the promenade, which will take you to Fleetwood, Cleveland's, and obviously the town centre as well. And I'll show you the train tracks and that in a minute as well. This is Squires Gate train station, and there's the map, network map, and then obviously you've got the train station itself. You've got the tracks. So Squires Gate, this will take you into Preston, Lytham St Anne's. So if you don't want to walk to St Anne's, you know, this is the nearest train station, and it will take you basically to Pleasure Beach and then St Anne's, and then on to Lytham St Anne's. So there's two different train stations. So you've got St Anne's and then Lytham, St Anne's on Sea, actually, that's what it's called, St Anne's on Sea, and then you've got Lytham St Anne's, and then it goes to all these other train stations all the way into Preston and stuff like that. I think it stops at Kirk and Wesham as well. Bolton Far, I think so, maybe, I don't know, too sure. So yeah, so this is Squires Gate. Squires Gate will take you down here. It will take you to the tram, where the trams start. There's a few shops in that little corner over there, and then obviously we turn this way, which is the way we're going. It will take you into Pleasure Beach, Sandcastle, onto the promenade. But I'm just going to show you where you would go if you want to take a nice walk on a summer day to Lytham or St Anne's on Sea, where you can go on to, you've got the Sand Dungeons, walk further up you get to St Anne's. You've got little St Anne's town centre there, and then obviously you've got St Anne's Pier, which is a nice little pier to be on. It's got a little paddling pool for the kids in the summer as well. So yeah, so that's not a bad little walk. Sometimes do that in the summer. There's a few little parks there. It's got a lot of history, some old boats on the seafront as well, which is quite good. Definitely be doing a vlog at some point from St Anne's, maybe even the Kite Festival this year. Not been for about 2 years, so definitely want to go and give it another visit, because it's a really good event. So like I said, I do go on holiday in a couple of weeks, so there'll be plenty of vlogs coming, and then at the end of the year we're going, already booked it, we've got a trip booked for Disneyland Paris. Yeah, we paid £200 per person, so 400 quid for the two of us, and we're there for Christmas. So we go on the 23rd and we come back on the 27th, which is really good, a really good deal. If you're looking for a really good deal for holidays and stuff, especially off-peak seasons like winter and stuff like that, go on an app called I Love Holidays. There's some really good bargains on there, and we got ourselves a really good deal. So we're staying off park, so we get the hotel and staying off the park, but it's not too far. It's about like 10 minute walk or something like that. So we're staying off park, and then we're going to just buy the park passes separate, which is all good. The hotel's got some really good reviews as well. So that way you would walk to Lytham St Anne's, and then this is Stargate. So we're going on to Stargate now. So this is where the trams stop. And you've got obviously the nice little light there that stays on all year, even though it's part of the illumination stretch. So that's where the illuminations start, and then it goes all the way around. Nearer to the time, obviously I'll discuss, you know, like the plans for Disneyland Paris and stuff like that, and what we plan on getting up to. Obviously theme park, you know, the Christmas parade, in particular the Christmas Day one, absolutely brilliant. Instead of being in Blackpool for Christmas, we're going to do something different this year and go to Paris. There'll be because we're staying off site, there'll be some vlogs from Paris itself as well. So yeah, like I said, we're looking forward to it. It's been on our bucket list for a long time to go to Disneyland Paris. So like I said, nearer to the time I'll tell you about the hotel, where we're staying at, the rating on the hotel, and stuff like that. There'll be a travel vlog, but like I said, we've got plenty of time to talk about that is, you know, going to come up nearer to the time, December, November time, and we'll talk about it. Got plenty of time for that. plenty of more vlogs coming up before that. We've got wrestling coming up. We're going to go and watch WWE in August. That's not too far away. Like I said, this year will fly past. We're already coming into April. Once we get into May and June, August is not far away at all. It soon comes around, doesn't it? It bloody soon comes around. Already in April, if you think about it. May, June, July, August. It's only 4 months to August, which means it's 4 months to the air show. And then September, October, November, December. So it's 8 months to December. People might think, oh, that's a long time. It will fly past. It will literally fly. Last year flew past. This year will fly past just as much. As you can see, there's the illuminations, guys. Obviously, it's not illumination season, so they're not on. So yeah, I'm gonna walk to the mirror ball, and then I'm gonna end the vlog at the mirror ball, guys. So I'll see you in a minute. So I'm near the mirror ball now, guys. So I'm just going to show you guys the mirror ball. The tide's coming in. It looks quite rough out there. I don't know. Tide looks really rough tonight. The mirror ball. Is the mirror ball on? Looks like it's on. You got the Hampton up here as well, which is a nice little hotel. Not the is it the Hampton? Yeah, Hampton Hilton. I think that's what it's called. Normally get a few big artists stay here. I remember when Britney performed at a couple of years ago. 2017 actually. Britney played at Illuminations. She stayed here. Most celebrities now tend to go to the Boulevard Hotel, which is owned by Pleasure Beach, or the Big Blue. You do still get people staying there. Oh yeah, look at this. Funky. Oh, funky. Oh, look at that. Make you dizzy just looking at it. Look how dizzy. Oh, look, makes you dizzy. Oh, look. Dizzy. Jesus, make me dizzy. The memorial thing. So obviously someone must have passed away. God bless them. But yeah, if you actually come down here, guys, and you just look at this, it makes you absolutely dizzy. Like, just looking at it makes you absolutely dizzy. It's crazy. Like, it makes you like hallucinate, like, ooh, like you've been on the wacky backy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to say, obviously, as well, we thank you for the support. Everyone that watches the vlogs and loves the vlogs, and you know, I've had quite a lot of positive feedback over the last couple of days on the Facebook page, as well as YouTube, and just want to thank you all. Really appreciate your support, appreciate the feedback, in particular because we get a lot of negativity on TikTok at the moment, even though we have not done anything wrong. But yeah, not going to talk about that. So yeah, thank you for all the support that you give us here on YouTube and on Facebook. Like I said, without you guys we wouldn't be here. Without you guys we wouldn't be content. And I know a lot of people don't like the content, and a lot of people say it's crap and all that. I'm not here to please them. I'm here to please the people that actually like watching the vlogs, and I know there's a lot of people that do watch the vlogs and do interact with the channel and do comment and like I said, there's going to be plenty of vlogs coming up on the channel over the summer, and a lot of them aren't going to be in Blackpool. I've got a lot of trips planned, especially now that the channel is monetized, which helps me pay for, you know, the likes of the train trips and hotels to other places. Got plenty of trips planned. I want to go to London this year, because obviously I've got Merlin Pass, Alton Towers on the list, Scotland, a few concerts, WWE, you know, you name it. There was a hell of a lot of trips that I've got planned this year. And then obviously got holiday in a couple of weeks. Football will carry on, but football's going to carry on much different next year. So there's only 3 games left at home, which is well, there's 4 actually, because they've got a game in hand. But the 4 games that are left is obviously Bolton on Saturday, Wrexham on Easter Monday, then they've got Birmingham at home, which is their games in hand, and then Bristol Rovers. So I'm at all 3 games apart from the Birmingham game. So we're missing the Birmingham game because we're on holiday. I would have made that if I weren't on holiday. So we go to Bolton game on Saturday, and then we go to the Wrexham game on Easter Monday, and then when we come back off holiday we go to the Bristol Rovers game after that, which will be the last game of the season. Obviously Blackpool can still make the playoffs, and there may be one more home game in the playoffs, but we'll see what happens with that. They're not out of the race. 7 points behind, they can still make it. They just can't lose any more games, and they need other teams to lose as well. So let's see what happens. First, it starts with Bolton on Saturday. They need to win. But obviously, I'll be doing a vlog about that on Saturday anyways, about the whole game. But next year, vlogs are going to change because we've only been to the odd game this year. Next year, we'll be going to every home game because we have decided, we've already got the money saved up for it. We're going to get a season ticket next season, so you know there will be a vlog for every single home game next year. Saturday, Tuesday evenings in the winter under the lights, brilliant games. Even the cup games, because you know they're not. You can't use your season ticket, but you can. The price aren't too expensive. So yeah, I've decided we're going to get season ticket next year. Maybe they'll be in the championship. I don't think so. Even if they get the playoffs, I don't think they go up. I don't think they've got a good enough team yet. But I do think Steve Bruce is building a team. I think he's slowly getting there, and I think we've got to give him a full season next year. I think after that, it could be, you know, he can't fail. He has no excuses to fail. You know, you give him a whole transfer market, a full transfer market in the summer, and then you get him a full season, and that shouldn't be any excuse. Hopefully, you know, I think Blackpool are just missing certain things. They're missing two strikers really, a bit of creativity in midfield, and defense. Defense is awful, but if they can sort that out, the Coast Guard's out, I think they'll be alright next season. But yeah, I'm going to end it at that, guys. We'll talk about Blackpool Football Club. We'll be back Saturday to talk about Blackpool Football Club. We'll be back Saturday to see you at Bloomfield Road, and we'll see you Saturday when we kick Bolton's ass. It's as simple as that, guys. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you Saturday when Blackpool kick Bolton's ass. See you later, guys. Bye.